Hey guys, what's up? Mr. Sphinx here. Bringing you guys another Cardfight Vanguard area deck profile. This time it's for my post GBT 14 Luard deck. So let's go ahead and get into it. I believe it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I made a deck profile on this pre GBT 14, but I figure I'll go ahead and update it. I have some amazing people in my circles that have helped me improve this. Most of it I just was doing myself. But there's some changes that I'll point out later that my friends kind of helped me make in the decision making process of what to play, and we'll get into that when we do. Alright, so first off, for our starter, let's go and hop into this, shall we? Instead of playing Commander Knight Nisa, I'm playing the Meditation Knight Nisa. Rather than resting a 4K unit to get a 5K unit to give 2 units 4K power, this one has the auto forerunner skill and auto generation break 1. Counterblast 1 when the unit is put into drop zone from the rear guard circle for the cost of your unit's ability. It doesn't have to be a Luard or any specific unit, as long as it's retired off a cost of one of your unit's abilities. You may pay a cost, and if you do, choose one of your Vanguards until end of turn it gains plus 5,000 power and auto in the Vanguard circle. When this unit's attack hits the Vanguard, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. It doesn't have to be in front or back row. It doesn't have to be in the same column, just free retire, which is nice. I just like this one better. Obviously, I usually call it to the left or right side in the back row, just for extra support, because my Vanguard doesn't really need the boost. But anyway, there's that. Moving on to our trigger lineup, I'm playing 4 crit, 8 stand, 4 heal, rather than just rainbow triggers. So starting off, we still have the same 4 belly owl, just from the combos I explained in the last video, and just being probably the best critical trigger, well, one of the best critical triggers in the game, especially in all Shadow Paladin. Moving on, we have the still 4 copies of Cursed Eye Raven, just because Cursed Eye Raven is Cursed Eye Raven. 4 copies of a new card, which I didn't think of myself, nor did I get from my friends. I actually just saw someone play this, and I'm like, eh. Like, I saw one person play this, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty unique. Because his skill is continuously rear guard circle generation break 1. While you're retiring your rear guards for the cost of your unit's ability, you can retire this unit as counting. You can count this unit as 2 retires off of 1, which is very nice. An auto, when the unit is put into drop zone from the rear guard circle for the cost of unit's ability, return this unit to the deck and shuffle your deck. So it's just like deck thinning while triggers. Well, it's like deck thinning and filtering out your deck to where it's almost nothing but triggers exclusively. And in addition to that, it's just good to have because you're also making it to where you're minusing less on your retires while also capitalizing on its retire. So that's just amazing. It's just I mean, it really is an amazing card. Moving on to our heal triggers, we're playing the 4 copies of Shadow Revenger Arl, Salvation Revenger Arl, the new Bind heal, because we finally have one of those for Shadow Paladin, and it's great. Now, moving on, that's it for our grade 0 lineup and trio lineup. Moving on to our trio lineup and grade 0 lineup. Moving on to our grade 1 lineup, you're going to notice a few things change. So first off, we're no longer playing any copies of Blackwinged Swordbreaker. My friend actually gave me this tip. So instead of playing that, he originally told me to play some ratios of, where was it? Midir and Knees and stuff like that, because that's what a lot of people are playing. It's a good idea, but I prefer to play with 4 copies of Swift Owl because of a change we'll get into later, off a unit named Ganon. And more importantly, just because I like the 14k power, because the skill is Auto Ritual 3 Soul Blast. When this unit is placed in the rear guard circle from your deck, you may pay a cost, and if you do, this unit gains plus 7,000 power until end of turn, which doubles its power to 14k. I mean, it can hit anything on its own, which is amazing. And it swings for 10 to guard on the rear, which is awesome again. And it's just that's not even if that can be an easy 14K booster if you have something like Ganon or Morfessa. If you have a Morfessa, if you have a Morfessa in front of this thing, that's 14. That's oh, that's so huge. And let me actually calculate that. That's like 23, I think, and then it goes up to 28. I mean, it is huge. It um, it's like because the Morfessa swings for 16, this is 14, so that's what is that 30 without triggers being applied? That's amazing. So you know, I just really like that combo, and it also has the ritual ability since we need it for Ganon. It's got more. It has more. It has a better power increase than these and Medea and whatnot. And more importantly, I just feel it's better to replace one soul blasting unit with the other. So there's that. Moving on, we have the 4 copies of Abyssal Owl, of course, because what is a Luard deck without Abyssal Owl? If you want to take an in-depth look at this card and my combos on it, you can just, go to my last video or just read the card that I have on screen. Moving on, we have 4 copies of Strike Fighter, same thing as last time. 4 copies of Ezra, same thing as last time. I do see some people, I saw like 2 people play Evil Refuser Dragon. I don't like it too much. I just don't. To me, it's a bad quintet wall, but whatever. For a quintet wall, it's pretty good, but it's just not good as an actual single card. Moving on. That's it for our lineup. Moving on to our grade 2s. Playing 2 copies of Demon Lord Castle Iron Gang. I'm thinking of exchanging this for 2 copies of Dragon Wizard Liafal. Liafale. But I guess you could say that thought failed me. Because I don't know. I was thinking about it and I was like, eh. I mean, it's a good card, but I do like my 10K bases. Besides, if we're not doing that, we're running Ganon. And, he's just way more of a real guard unit, honestly. But, maybe sometime in the future. If you want to, you can definitely do that. But for now, 2 Iron Gang. 4 copies of the Almighty Drag Wizard Ganon. Ganon's skills auto counter blast 1, choose a grade 1 card with the ritual ability from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed on real guard circle from your hand, you may pay a cost, and if you do, draw 2 cards. So this is just a free plus, honestly, 3. Because yes, you're getting rid of a card from your hand, but for ritual, it's so much better to get rid of it. So it's like, you want to be getting rid of your grade 1 cards. Especially ones with the ritual ability. And this just helps that so much. It honestly does. So not only so really the only minus you're taking is that 1 counter blast, but who really cares? It's not like Luard makes you counter blast anymore. I mean, like really, who cares? So what you do is you're counter blasting 1, and you're getting rid of a unit to fill up your ritual, which is amazing, and you're drawing 2 cards, which is also once again very amazing. So you're getting 1 card to replace the card you just got rid of, and another extra 1 for free, which is absolutely perfect. I just don't know why you wouldn't play this card at 4. Moving on, I'm still playing the 4 obvious copies of Drag Wizard and Morfessa because why wouldn't you? It's a Luard deck, and you just always do. But that's it for our grade 2 lineup. Moving on to our grade 3s. This has changed quite a bit. I was playing my backup unit as 3 copies of Fodla, but now I just made it to where it's impossible to misride, honestly. So, 3 copies of Dragheart Luard. This is kind of weird because I don't usually play this ratio where it's 3 of the old one, 4 of the new one. I usually do it vice versa. But I actually really like the newer one more, like way more than I like the original one. And I know it's weird, but it's just, I do. I like Dragfall more than I like Dragheart. Like, for an example, I like the original Alt Mile way more than I like the newer, not the newest, not the new Alt Mile, but the Night of the Crate Alt Mile, or whatever it's called. I don't like that one too much, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Um, it's just not as good as Jack Luard, which is why we're playing 3 and 4. But anyway, I've already explained his skills. I even think I go ahead and went over this, but I'll go ahead and explain once again. No, I'm not even gonna explain. I'm just gonna tell you I hate his artwork. His updated artwork sucks, honestly, to me. I preferred his original art to his alternative artwork, but whatever. Uh, Finally, for the grade 3 and main deck lineup, we have 4 copies of Dragapult Luard. This card's insane. So, continuous on the Vanguard Circle. Ritual X. The cost of your stride or ultimate stride may also be paid with Counterblast for it and choose a normal unit from your drop zone and put it on the bottom of your deck. This cost is reduced by 1 Counterblast for each grade 1 card in your drop zone. So if you have 4 grade 1s in your drop zone, you just, for free, get to recycle one card on the bottom of your deck, and for all you care, it can be a Belial Owl or any other trigger you want, because Carside Raven and the other stand you're playing is going to recycle as it is. You can recycle your Belial Owl, and you're not paying any counterblast to Stride or even Ultimate Stride, and really, you're just getting to Stride for basically free, if not straight up plussing. I don't know why you wouldn't play this card. This card's absolutely perfect. And then auto on the Vanguard Circle, combust 1. When your unit stride, you may pay a cost, and if you do, search your deck for up to 1 card or 1 grade 1 or less card, call it to the Vanguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. If that unit has a ritual ability, choose one of your opponent's rear cards in the same column as that unit and retire it. So it can be in the front or back, or as long as it's in the same column. It's just absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's just it really is just awesome. Yeah, that's it for our grade 3 and main deck lineup. Moving on to our extra deck lineup. Still 1 copy of Dark Dragon Amorous Power Dragon. Still 2 copies of Dark Dragon Carnivore Dragon. I cut down Jag Driver Luard and Jag Strider Luard, both down to 2. That way I can play 4 copies of this kid, which is Drag Abyss Luard, who's a new Stride unit. So Stride, and activate in the Vanguard Circle once a turn. So bless one and choose a face down card with the same name as this unit from your G zone and turn it face up. So Persona Flip. And choose one of your rear guards and retire it. Search your deck for up to 2 grade 1 cards, call them separate rear guard circles, and shuffle your deck. If 2 units with the ritual ability were called, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. And also, continuous in the Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 3, Ritual X. All of the units in your front row gain plus 10,000 power for every 4 grade 1 cards in your drop zone. This usually gives me up to plus 20k to the front row, which is just amazing because of the insane boards I'll be making. Well, not necessarily just the boards, but the numbers in general. Not to mention it's going to be 2 retires in the and just in your first turn, really, of striding this kid, because first off is going to be Jack Luard's stride skill, retiring 1. This card's going to retire a second one. And if you really want, you could swing up both rear guards with your rear guards, making it to where they only have the Vanguard and maybe their starter if they still have that. Otherwise, it's an empty field, which is nice. So other than that, it's just an amazing card. We're obviously still playing 1 copy of 0 Seconds in Peak Ultima because it's Ultima. Now our G Guardians has changed. We're now playing still playing 2 copies of Dark Dragon Plot Maker Dragon because of a huge shield and being so easy to acquire. And now 2 copies of Dark Dragon Dark Veil Dragon, which first off has G Guardian Text Auto Soul Blast 1 when this unit is placed in the Guardian Circle. You may pay a cost, and if you do, this unit gains plus 5,000 shield until the end of that battle for every 2 grade 1 cards in your drop zone. So when you have 8, which actually really isn't that hard, it'll just be later on in the game. This, like, at the earliest you'd be using this, you'd have like 4 grade 1s in your drop zone, which is 20,000, so that makes us 35,000 shield. I'm sorry, it'd make it 25,000 shield, I'm sorry. It's so good. This is potentially the biggest shield out there for a G Guardian, and it's just amazing. Anyway, guys, it's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your host, Cardmaster Phoenix, signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.